Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Aina Adriana binti Jamaluddin and I'm from Group B8273-3A. Today, I will be presenting my topic for HRM 552 Talent Acquisition titled Requirement Attitude Misalignment Impact on Workplace Relationship Across Malaysian Industries. Talent acquisition has become increasingly complex in modern organizations due to evolving labor market demand and the growing importance of behavioral and cultural attributes in employee performance. Recent studies show that employers worldwide are no longer evaluating candidates just based on technical skill, but they are also looking closely at attitude, values, and workplace behavior as key hiring criteria. Now, what is requirement attitude misalignment? Hmm. Requirement attitude misalignment refer to the situation in which a newly hired employee possesses the required technical skill and qualification but demonstrate attitude, values, or behavioral traits that are incompatible with the organization culture, expectation, or team dynamic. This concept is closely related to the established theory of person organization fit, which argues that alignment between individual characteristics and organizational culture is essential for effective performance and retention. When misalignment occurs, employees may exhibit behavior that contradict workplace norms such as low cooperation, resistance to feedback, poor adaptability, or negative interpersonal conduct, which leading to conflict and tension within teams. The issue has become increasingly relevant in contemporary talent acquisition due to accelerated hiring practice, labor shortage in specific sector, and growing organizational reliance on soft skills to maintain workplace harmony. According to Department of Statistics Malaysia, sectors such as services and manufacturing employ large semi-skilled workforce where interpersonal attitude and teamwork are crucial to productivity. However, fast-paced hiring environment often cause employer to prioritize filling vacancy quickly rather than truly assessing candidate value and attitude. The research, which surveyed 503 respondents in Malaysia, found that 59% of employees had either left or would leave a job due to a toxic environment, indicating that mismatched attitude and cultural fit are major challenges for Malaysian organizations. Requirement attitude misalignment is an increasingly important issue in the talent acquisition because it directly affects organizational effectiveness, employee well-being, and long-term business sustainability. As modern organizations shift toward behavior-driven performance, the alignment between employee attitude and organizational culture has become a key determinant of workplace harmony and productivity. This relevance is strongly supported by person organizational fit (PO fit theory, which emphasizes that alignment between individual values and organizational norm predict job satisfaction, engagement, and retention. This issue is also significant because Malaysian labour market is currently experiencing skill shortage in key industries including hospitality, manufacturing, and services. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, this sector collectively employ more than 3.8 million workers, where teamwork, communication, and behavioral consistency are essential to daily operation. When employers hire workers with misalignment workplace attitude, the resulting interpersonal breakdown can reduce productivity, increase absenteeism, and weaken overall operational efficiency. Requirement attitude misalignment occur due to several interconnected factors that influence how organizations evaluate job candidates during the hiring process. One significant factor is the increasing pressure to hire quickly due to labor shortage and high job vacancy level. In Malaysia, The Department of Statistics Malaysia reported 194,100 job vacancy in Q1 2025, reflecting ongoing demand for labour and a competitive hiring environment. When organizations experience urgent workforce need, hiring manager may prioritize technical abilities and availability over comprehensive assessment of behavioral traits or cultural alignment, thereby increasing the possibility of misalignment. Another contributing factor is the inconsistent use of structured behavioral assessment during requirement. Many organizations still rely on unstandardized interview and subjective impression when evaluating attitudes, even though research showed that structured behavioral interview provides significantly higher accuracy in predicting future workplace behavior. The absence of validated psychological tools or culture fit assessment causes employers to overlook subtle indicators of work ethic, teamwork orientation, or openness to learning, which later manifests as attitude conflict in the workplace. Additionally, mispresentation during interview, either intentional or due to impression management, can distort the employer's perception of a candidate's real attitude. According to Buell and Matches, candidates often present highly idealized version of themselves, which contributes to the interview performance versus real behavior gap highlighted in requirement studies. This gap becomes wider in industries with high competition, where candidates attempt to secure roles by portraying themselves as more adaptable, cooperative, or aligned with organizational culture than they are. Now, let's move to the next part, which is the impact of recruitment attitude misalignment on workplace relationship across Malaysian industry. The first impact on workplace is attitude misalignment undermine job satisfaction, organization commitment, and employee engagement. Research on fit show that when there is congruence between employee and organization or job, outcomes such as job satisfaction, commitment, and lower turnover intention are more likely. By contrast, when there is misfit, employees may feel detached, undervalued, or misaligned with organizational values, which lead to damaged morale or weakens their emotional attachment to the workplace. This erosion of commitment can destabilize long-term relationships within the workforce and reduce trust between colleague and superior. Subsequently, misalignment can lead to poor interpersonal relationship, incivility, conflict, and deteriorating team cohesion. A conceptual framework in the Malaysian context demonstrates that workplace incivility behavior, such as disrespect, discourtesy, or rudeness, will lead to increased turnover intention. When a mishired employee's values or behavioral norm diverge from those of the team, this can erode mutual respect, harm communication channel, and foster a toxic environment. Over time, this reduces collaboration, trust, and psychological safety within the team, which are core aspects of the workplace relationship. And the last one is attitude misalignment may reduce job abandonness and sense of belonging within an organization. A 2024 study among nurses found that better percent organization fit significantly increased workplace happiness, which in turn on strength job abandonness, which is employee sense of connection and desire to remain. When fit is low, such as misaligned attitude, employee may feel excluded, unappreciated, or uncomfortable socially, increasing the risk of withdrawal, disengagement, or eventual exit. This especially harm industries requiring teamwork, customer interaction, or high coordination, for example, service, manufacturing, and healthcare, because stable interpersonal relationship matter most in such setting. And now we move to the solution for this issue. First, let's look at the individual level. Attitude misalignment can start from the applicant themselves. The first solution is self-assessment of personal value and work attitude so individuals understand their strength, weakness, and preferred work culture. The second solution is improving communication skill and emotional intelligence, which help candidates adapt better and handle real workplace behavior. Lastly, individuals should join pre-employment training or behavioral workshop to learn professionalism, teamwork, and workplace ethic. Next, at the company level, this level is crucial because organization control the hiring process. The first solution is to use person job fit and person organization fit assessment, including psychometric tests, value-based interview, and personality assessment. Second, companies should provide a realistic job preview so candidate can clearly understand job expectation and the actual work culture. And the last one is organization must strengthen onboarding and socialization, helping new employees adapt smoothly to the team and culture. Now, at the industry level, this involves solutions across multiple organizations in the same sector. First, industry should establish standardized recruitment guidelines as a common reference. Second, encourage industry-wide training and certification, especially in sectors like healthcare, hospitality, and manufacturing. Third, industries should share best practice through seminars, dialogue, and benchmarking. And finally, at the national level, the government plays a major role. First, create national policy that support behavioral fit in recruitment and ethical hiring standards. Second, increase funding for human capital development, including soft skill program and employability initiative. And third, strong labor market monitoring so the government can identify sectors with high turnover or conflict and address them with targeted programs. So in conclusion, recruitment attitude misalignment is a major challenge in Malaysia because it damages workplace relationship, increase conflict, and weaken organizational unity. With 59% of Malaysian employees leaving or considering leaving due to toxic or misaligned culture, it is clear that these issues strongly affect trust, teamwork, communication, and overall stability. But this problem can be managed through structured strategies such as person job and person organization fit assessment, realistic job preview, and stronger onboarding. This approach improves satisfaction for individuals, reduce turnover for companies, raise HR standard across industry, and strengthen Malaysia human capital and productivity at the national level. Overall, attitude misalignment is not just a hiring problem, it impacts team harmony, industry sustainability, and national workforce resilience. With evidence-based intervention, organizations in Malaysia can build stronger relationships and create a more stable, cooperative, and productive workforce for the future.